Good afternoon and welcome to the National Centre for Bowling at Ian Garioch for Day 3 of the 2025 Bowl Scotland National Championships. For the 12 o'clock session, if the umpires have checked and passed your bowls, you may now commence your trial ends. Best wishes to all players and teams on your journeys to become national champions.
Is it so straight, huh? I don't know, Joe. I don't know.
That's what I was wondering. I'm not there wasn't all the hatches so
Oh no!
I think he's done it.
Oh no, she didn't either.
Oh, no, he will, but enough before find that 702
...2025 Bowl Scotland National Championships. Our coverage continues here on day 3. Hello everyone, Paul Mitchell, Colin down with you to guide you through our next match, which is a second round tie, the Gents Over 55 singles, featuring former winner Ian Garioch against Alan McDade. We have Arbroath against Yoker, and you'll see the whole match here live. Both players through on Sunday to get to this second round stage. And the good thing is, Colin, they've both had a feel for the green and know how it's been playing, and you just want to establish yourself quite quickly at the start of this one and get things going. Two players that will have heard about each other, but I don't think they've faced each other.
No, not to our knowledge, but both players seasoned visitors to Northfield and will know the greens well. So we're looking forward to a really, really good tussle in this one. Players just playing through their trial ends, working out which side of the rink to play, and we will be getting underway just shortly.
Yeah, both players well versed here. It's a fifth time in air for Ian Garioch, for Alan McDade from Yoker. It's the sixth time at the National Championships, so the novelty's not quite there, that's worn off, but it gives you that little bit of experience of what it's like. There's a lot happening, you know, the crowd bustles around and there's matches going on all over the place, but you've got to shut all that out and just get yourself ready to get things underway.
There is lots going on at the minute. It's a bit of a changeover period, you know, between sessions just finishing and this singles ties is getting underway just in advance of some of the other greens. So there's a lot of people moving around. There's a lot of hustle, there's a lot of bustle, but I think that kind of adds to the atmosphere here. I think that's what people like. They like playing in front of a crowd, and there's no better feeling than going out there and performing really well, which is what both these players will hope to do from the off.
So I'm expecting a tight game between the two, both getting through 21-12 in their round 1 matches. Looking to emulate the winner of 2024, Graham McDougall from Mount Vernon. Took the title last year, and certainly Ian and Alan, and we'll see in just a moment, have their eyes on the big prize, and hopefully they'll get a fair few folk supporting them as well. Alan McDade with a shorter journey just down from Yoker, which is just on the Glasgow Clydebank border, so to speak. Gerock, formerly of Loughlin's in Arbroath, and now with Arbroath Bowling Club. Certainly going for the full length, and it managed to hang on just no more. at the National Centre for Bowling in Air. We are underway in round 2 of the men's over 55 singles. Now a little bit behind us, just the second trial in. Gives us a chance to look at the delivery styles of both these players. So marker there just indicating how short. Trial line's over. Time for the game to get underway. It's a pretty nice way to start.
It certainly is, and you can see already the type of swing that Alan's getting out of those bowls on that side. I was just mentioning to Paul off air that the two players playing with the same make of bowl but a different model. So Ian using a Taylor Ace size 3, and Alan opting for a Taylor Lignoid, size 5. So Lignoids are historically big swinging bowls, and I think you can see that already on this rink, the way that the ball is behaving at the end of its journey. It's quite a sweep.
Look narrow out the hand.
Nice steady start from Alan. He'll be happy with that.
Nearly got the result. And a quick look from Alan.
Clap of the hands might indicate that its marker still says 1 blue.
So Ian with the black bowls, the red stickers, blue stickers for the man from Yoker. Interesting line, and he comes.
Yeah, nicely done, nicely played.
Got there's much doubt about it now.
And the Assumian will stick to the forehand side of the rink, either just try and drop round his own or promote his own front one. Can't imagine he'll go out too quick at it. Doesn't want to half his own out the head and lose any more than the 2 that he's probably down.
There's a little nick potentially, just not enough. Just a little bit under what he was looking for. 2 shots at the opening end go the way of Alan McDade. He's not hanging around the mats up. Just asking for assistance in ensuring that it's straight. Got a very interesting style.
He has. It's very deliberate. Again, when we talk about pre-delivery routines, it's the same every time.
Yeah, we'll see that again. It's almost 1, 2, 3, go.
It's looked better.
Lies the shot. Persisting with the hand as he improved.
If he's clear, he's good. Regardless, the edges probably managed to secure the shot for him.
Close.
Well, where's he coming? Marker has a look and he's
Played it
played
well. Played it very well.
Well, it's a big enough target depending on what you want to do.
It is indeed. There's no real consequences, you know, here by playing through. Even if he moves the jack to the back of the rink, he can't be any worse off. Takes the jack, trails it himself. He's got a fairly big target area. Either the jack high bowl or even straightening up off the tight one does him.
Not sure he's got the weight to
Has he
hold
got
up.
enough weight? He may well still get a result here.
Oh, there we go.
And he has.
Not quite the way it was drawn up.
No, certainly not what he played.
Umpire called, we'll get a measure. And this is going to be a job for the calipers. Just needs a steady hand, plenty of balance. This is purely the decision of the umpire. And the blue ball is knocked out, and therefore it's one to Ian Garioch. Don't be confused by the colour of the balls, it's the colour of the stickers that matters.
Yeah, it's a good point, Paul. It's you might think that it would be easier to have the the red balls on the red side of the scoreboard and the blue balls on the other, but it's simply down to the draw. The draw goes red blue all the way from the top to the bottom, and the players are given stickers according to where they are in the draw.
It's just a little confusing having the blue ball with the red stickers and the red balls with the blue stickers, but as Colin mentioned, that's how it comes out.
So both players just fishing around for line and length on this end and indeed the previous end to some degree.
Good look there at the 175th anniversary shirt for Yoker, formed in 1850, and celebrating that 175 this year. Looking on, but still fancy Alan McDade lies.
Changing his side here, hoping to come through the gap between the blue ball and the red ball in the front. Up to his own shot ball. Be interesting to see if that comes down from that side. Just a bit sticky.
I've learnt a little bit from that shot though. Just can't afford to go quite that high out. This is a little bit tight. Depends what it gets, if anything.
Yeah, we have the benefit, of course, of having watched this rink before, and you know we know that the ditch side is probably the more predictable and steady side in both directions. But both players still just trying to work that out for now. I don't think it'll take them terribly long. Better line. It's going to get a result here. Yeah, not what he played, but I'm sure he'll take that and move on.
Certainly an option to play onto his own. Wouldn't have been his first prize, but he'll take the two balls. I think you're right, Colin. The players just trying to find out about this rink.
They'll work. They've got to work it out for themselves, and you know, different balls will perhaps react on, you know, in a different way on either side of the rink. But everything that we've seen over the last few days tells us that the ditch side is certainly the steadier side. But you know, each to their own. You've got to find your own way.
Trying to aid it in, not too bad to start. It's always a prize if you're a little bit heavy. Come through, move the jack.
Yeah, positive intent. He had the jack or the bowl to stop on. That's outdoor bowls for you. Picking a good line again. That'll come sweeping down in the last yard. Yeah, great ball. Questionable as to whether he'll hold the line. Very good line as he pushed it. He will be very happy with where that's finished.
Now that force Ian a little bit wider. It served well as protection. It's not what he was looking for. Alan McDade's got a chance just to draw in again.
Ball's in its way. He's found that line again. It's all about weight, and he's coming in for another.
Oh,
Move the jack.
Beautifully played.
Not a great deal on here for Ian. He can still play the backhand side and hope to just clear his own, make contact with the ball in the front, and hopefully get a move on the jack that he can run through with his own ball. Choosing to go firmer, looking for his own onto the jack, onto the chop ball.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy shot to play, and he swept his way through, and it's been a very good opening 4 ends for Alan McDade of Yoker.
Yeah, and I'm going to mention it again, but I think, that ditch side, I think Ian is letting Alan dominate on that side, and that's going to cause him problems. He's probably going to have to match him up on that side of the rink, certainly coming in this direction.
It's interesting with the swinging bowls that Alan McDade has. He's quite happy to bring the mat up a little bit, just check the direction that he wants. He's obviously confident that his bowls are finishing well.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways it's quite refreshing to see, you know, someone playing with a big swinging bowl as opposed to, you know, something that's a bit narrower. I mean, if you go way back when, you know, everybody played with big swinging bowls, and manufacturers have you know, many variations and models now, from bowls that are very tight and probably much more suited to faster or very fast outdoor greens or indoor surfaces. A Lignoid is one of the biggest swinging bowls in the portfolio, and Alan is just loving it at the minute. It's a really sensible bowl, that second one from Alan, because Ian really has to be up and attack it, and any movement on the jack is going to come that 2 feet to a yard beyond. Pick the line again. And we'll surely see a change of side this time. Much more aggressive.
A little bit of weight there. Just goes sailing through. And it's not been an easy end for Ian Garioch. Just draw again, try not to leave too big a target.
Yeah, if he can set his own jack high bowl and maybe just move the jack over a fraction, he maybe takes it out of Ian's direct line of sight. Gone a bit wider.
Finishes behind. That's not the worst place in the world, but he did overcross it slightly.
No, I think if he'd had a yard off that, Paul, he might well have.
You think that would have swung
He
him?
might well have come down.
Now that's the wrong ball to take out. Well, that might have just added another to the tally.
He missed that by quite a margin.
Well, that was the only danger to him from that, and he didn't hang around. Made the decision quickly. It's a tough old afternoon so far for the man from Arbroath. So 10-1, the scoreline. And I'm not being unkind to Ian Garioch, who's won this before, but it's been a relatively easy 10-1. I don't think Alan McDade's been put under really any great pressure.
No, not really, and you know, he is dominating the game at the moment. You know, he's had one really fantastic end coming down in this direction the last time around, but you know, beyond that, then there's been room. You know, there's certainly been room to get in, and Ian hasn't been able to find any kind of line or length so far.
Alan McDade beat John Barry of Airdrie 21-12 yesterday, and he really is finding great consistency. There's a 21-12 win over Keith Shuttleworth of New Abbey from the former champion.
And that was a good win for Ian against Keith. Keith knows these greens very well, a regular player here at the Ayr tournament, and of course has previously won the mixed pairs at this venue.
So the switch to the same hand certainly brought dividends there.
Quite a nice line again. I just don't think he's pushed through it. Giving us a little chance to come round. Could do with that, just staying there. He's dropping in for two, I think.
Can he improve on his last? He can try and turn his own over.
He needs to hold.
It's not the one he wanted to get.
No real danger for Ian here. I think he can drop round that short one with some confidence, and with good weight will draw another shot. A bit like that.
Ah, perfectly done. That's his best end so far.
He's maybe just rocked the front one out actually, so it may still only be two.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian saying to the crowd there, where have I been? Well, he's been on the other hand.
Alan rightly not conceding the third. Umpire called. Well, that'll give him a boost, there's no doubt about that. Supports the ball. The second caliper measure. Well, it's as close as we thought it was. It will be three.
Nice to see the seats now filling up round the venue. It's a very busy day here at Northfield.
It's a big old place, this, isn't it? And it's nice to see, from the information we have, it's certainly been busy at the parking ride, just a few minutes away.
Yeah, it has indeed. It actually felt quite busy the last couple of days, and we mentioned it on commentary, but very few of the seats were filled. I think people were standing around the venue, and whilst you were outside, there was a good buzz about the place, and there was lots of people going around, but it didn't seem to be reflected in people sitting in the stands. But you can see this afternoon there's much more, or many more people sitting watching these games, which is good to see.
One doing the last, and turned it for 2 in the last road. 22nd last year they turned it. Last year they turned it for 2. Oh, they got it.
Now these balls have been taking a real big sweep. Let's see. At the more normal mat, not too dissimilar a length, but the mat is certainly a lot further back.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit longer. That's right from Ian. I think he has to make a change. So he's made a couple of changes, hasn't he? So one, he's moved on to the ditch side, and secondly, he's stretched the length a little bit. So he'll be looking just to knock Alan off his rhythm and find a good rhythm of his own.
But that was their team mistake.
Just down to 8.
Beautifully done. He does like that ad.
It's an aggressive response.
That's what you need to do.
He's all winning the first half of the game.
Good line again. Once again, good weight. We'll draw a shot.
Ah, it's beautiful.
I think we'll see the same from Ian. I think he'll go quite quick. 2 balls of the jack is the prize.
Third time he's gone for the heavy ball. He's not achieved success with the first 2. Once he got with this one, again, what he was looking for. This should be for somebody of Alan McDade's ability. A reasonably easy 3.
Alan's just having a look at the position and who holds 4th shot there.
Yep.
So clearly Ian holds 3rd. I think he's just having a look to see whether it's worth turning the blue ball through for a full house of 4.
So does he draw for 3? Does he try and pick it out for 4?
No, he's playing the draw for 3, which I think is the right shot at this point in the game. He's played 2 crackers down that side back to back. There's no reason why he can't slot in a 3rd here. It's the widest line he's taken thus far.
Just think there's a point where it won't come back. But he'll settle for the 2.
He certainly will, after the way that end kind of shaped up.
Some other action from the Gents over 55 singles. Rankin Park's Jim McElwee leads Golden Acres Jim Hutchison by 10-3. It was at Golden Acre Bowling Club just a month ago. Mauchlin's James Ryan's taking on Jimmy Anderson of Campbelltown. Jimmy Anderson 5-4 ahead. Sockey's Alistair C. Cowie leads Kirkcaldy's Brian Thompson 8-5. Inverness Keith Mackay singing Dalry's Jim McComb 7-2. And Blantyre's Bobby Brown is taking Northern Aberdeen's Jim Shea 7-4 at the moment. John Byron, Robert Smith and Mount Vernon's Graham McDougall, the holder, will face Inchinan's Ken Brown. They'll start at 1:30. And his best end of the match coming this way last time round.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. When I bought the blue book, the first colours, and there were 121 pounds. And I thought they were a fortune, and when they were a fortune.
Alan waving the ball in, but I think there's no doubt that's going to drop in there.
Yeah, it's coming across nicely. One blue the signal. Could look a little narrower. He'll just fall on the other side and draw the first shot, line 2.
Seems like a better effort. Needs contact though. No, does he? Oh. No, his weight was perfect.
Well, he's got 2 second shots, so there's no need to be canny here. Certainly will play up to the ball. He's giving this a chance.
Must be close. Needs a contact again.
Oh, finding the gap.
Just switching to the other side, which I'm not shocked that. I was about to say this will be a cautious draw. That was very cautious, but I think he'll be happy just to get another one on the board and again go back to dictating the length without the risk of playing the other side and giving the shot away. The ladies' junior singles is taking place up on Green B at the moment. Blackford's Millie Collins leads Oban's Kirsty Gargan by 8-5. Ralston's Abby Harris, who's just off, unfortunately having been defeated in the semi-final of the youth triples, leads Sandy Hill's Caitlin Allen by 10-2. Craigentinny's Jessica Young, who has qualified in 4 events this year, leads Wigtown's Ciara Ferguson 13-2. Kingswood's Michaela Stirling leads Forest's Alana Coots by 7-3. Sightill's Hannah McDermott leads Harlow's Lucy Willocks by 5 shots to 2. And finally, East Lothian Co-op's Beth Reaver leads Linlithgow's Chloe Hutchison by 5 shots to 3.
Almost at regulation. And this is as short a jack as these players have played to in this one so far. Well played.
Has Alan adjusted his weight? He very much has. Just pulling up a little shy, I think.
Was made to wait on the mat just a moment or two longer than perhaps he would have liked. Ian Garioch. Sometimes, you know, as the marquee, you anticipate the question, and if it doesn't come,
yeah. I just wonder whether Alan will be tempted into just playing a little bit of weight at this. He's got nice contact off either bowl, or he gets clean through to the shot bowl, or he's even got the jack to the back of the rink. So I can't imagine he'll be shy at it. He's not got the contact he wants.
both players will be very interested to see this. Even if you're lying in a situation like this, you've got to be positive, because your opponent does have the option to follow you.
Ian doesn't have a great deal of play here, and it depends whether he thinks he's holding or not. Did the umpire just hold up 2 red lollipops?
I think he did,
having previously indicated a measure. Yeah, you can see what Ian was trying to do there. He was trying to, I think, match that back red coloured ball with the blue sticker. Alan will be tempted to play a bit of weight through that at this time. But what he'll be mulling over here is whether does he play it on the ditch side that he's been playing, or will he play it on this forehand. It looks like the forehand is a shot, the percentage play, but it's a side he's not been playing, so big decision for him.
I think it's a slightly wider target on that hand.
Yeah, what he won't know is how this ball's going to react, I think, with weight.
Controlled weight.
Yeah, just gave it every opportunity.
Well, there's all sorts of options there. That was one of them.
Yep. Yeah, he had lots and lots of chances.
That's a big moment in the game.
Yeah, it certainly is. 12-7, 13-5, yeah, it is a big moment. But Ian has to take some confidence that he's playing much, much better. He's much steadier. He's found a line, and he seems to have found a length. So, yeah, I don't think this game's anywhere near over.
often think, Colin, just little moments like that, as you mentioned, that difference between 12-7 and 13-5, you just got a wee spring in your step there. You think, well, if I could win the next end, you know, I could just start to see the finish line.
Yeah, and we talked about this in the previous game, didn't we? You know, between the two girls, and you know, when you're down, you know, all you see is kind of the massive difference in the score, but you need to bite it off in small chunks. You know, get to a score, small goals. You know, gets you back in the game and mentally keeps you focused.
Some good opening balls he has played.
Yeah, you can see Ian didn't get that away the way he wanted.
But what I liked was he didn't turn his back on it. He still watched it just to make sure.
He did. You see Alan's dilemma here. I think if that was me, I would stick with it, and he has. I think that's the right choice. I think his line is round the ball. Unfortunately, I think Ian's line is through the ball, and that will force him back onto the side that he was previously struggling on. Yeah, and then sod's law, you get dragged onto it, don't you?
Yeah, he was just trying to get outside it and no more. Onto the open hand. Again, you could see that was always fighting to try and stay.
Alan not taking that chance again. He'll be confident to play the other side and draw, you know, within a yard. He's testing the line, I would say. Here it comes now, though.
Yeah, I think you called that right. It was just on the wrong side. Ian's been playing slightly under the line, and it has fallen away quite quickly. Starting to get a little bit blustery out there.
Yeah, you can just hear the breeze starting to pick up there, and something rustling round about the microphone. The good thing about this rink is, though, it's quite well protected from the wind, because the prevailing wind will come from the left hand side as we look. Just inside his last one, so this has to be a good line.
Yeah, he's played it.
Yeah, very good. Taking a little bit of play away there, really. You know, the solid contact on the shot ball's no longer there. I wouldn't be surprised if Ian attacks this.
I'm always reluctant to say it, but you can't see how it would get worse for him.
Yeah, unless he's wildly off target. But
Cam's giving us a chance.
he's giving us a great chance.
What's he getting? He's getting a result.
Yeah, he's killed the end,
Yep.
I think.
I think that's out of play.
Yeah, as that was coming down, I had your thought in my head there, thinking, could this get any worse for him? But yeah, the worst result, I guess, was if he'd gone under it and chipped the jack to the right hand side. Players just deciding which way to play. Of course, the rule here is that if one player wants to go back, then they have to replay the end in the same direction. If both players agree, then they can play in the direction that they've chosen to play in this instance.
McDade just checking with the marker. The final position of his opening ball.
He's put a cracker here.
Oh, beautifully round, sweeping on.
Pretty good reply.
Wants to go with it and has done so.
Yeah, well done.
I was going to say, you don't get the 1 o'clock gun down in Ayrshire, do you?
Someone with incessant slamming of the door just outside the commentary booth. So a correction of about 2 feet for Alan. He's picked a line.
Doesn't want to turn that one over.
He's not got enough weight.
Well, the way Alan McDade's playing, he'll just think he can draw this.
Yeah, he's been drawing shots on that side for fun, hasn't he? But you can see he's walking backwards there, thinking, is there a shot on the forehand side to sit the ball away? And that, I think, is what he's going to play. Yeah.
Interesting call. He's been drawing beautifully.
It's going under.
Well, he had the chance of the janker, a little nick off his own to redirect.
The shot was definitely on for him. It was a choice. I think the danger for him, which almost happened really, was that he got he got snarled up on the short ball, which is Ian's. His drawing's been almost immaculate on the other side. Ian's pulled this under too.
It's a little missed opportunity there. Oh, steady going from both players. So we start this 12th end. 13-6 the advantage for Alan McDade. 6th time at Ayr. As best as a quarter-final of the singles. Up against Ian Garioch, who won the men's over 55s back in 2018. Beat Brian Higgins of Maitland. There might be more than one Maitland, but the Maitland I know is in Edinburgh.
Yes, the Maitland I know is in Edinburgh as well. Oh.
This might be too long. It is.
Yeah, by a margin, I think.
Well, it was heading for the town centre, so that will have to come back.
And the idea was right. I think he had to, try and mix it up just a little. Sure, we'll see Alan go back to his favoured length. Matt slightly up the green and 3/4 length.
So despite losing the jack into the ditch, he retains first ball. And it's not a bad one.
Certainly picked the line. Two pretty good bowls, nothing terribly near, but I think this makes it tough for Alan. He may be forced off the hand that he's preferred to play. Pushed onto this backhand side. I think that's about the best line anybody's picked down there. Yeah, very well played.
Well played awarded. No change for Ian. In terms of finding himself up against it, he's too had to change his hand. He's actually not got a bad result here either, and he comes. Well played. Well played indeed.
That's a fabulous reply on a side that he really struggled badly with on the first few ends. Alan needs a contact. I'm sure he won't be shocked, and if he misses it on the wide side, then he goes to a really good home.
Well, apologies for the noise in the background of our microphone. It does sound like it's trying to escape. I think he'll just try and come through right here. That's a good place to be.
Yeah, I don't think he could have come up and placed that any better.
Yeah, be definitely happy with that one.
I think this is tough for Alan. I think he has to get a fairly big movement on the jack here and hope the ball's just fell into. He's got to hope that the direction of the jack moves past the blue ball behind. Gives him the best opportunity of scoring. He's coming back down because the blue ball fell. Just having a look at the angles again.
But if he plays with a little bit of weight, if he hits his own one, you would think he would stop anyway. So I don't think there's much danger of just thumping his own out and not hanging around.
No, I don't think that's on, but
well, trying for the absolute perfect draw.
he may only be one. If he's one down, then maybe the thought process there was, I can only make it worse by playing it. He's got a lead, albeit not a substantial one. But if he can maintain that gap, and you can see from the last few ends that the game is much more even, and an even game gets him over the line first.
Yeah, it's been a series of singles. And the last 5 ends, one end of course was burnt. That was in number 10. Elsewhere on the Gents Over 55 singles, Arbroath, Ian Garioch and Alan McDade are watching us live. Rankin Park's Jim McElwee leads Goldacres. Jim Hutchison now by 16 to 9. Auckland's James Ryan is trailing to Cameron's Jimmy Anderson. Jimmy Anderson leading by 70 to 5. He was runner up here last year. Type 1 between Sauke's Alistair Cowie and Kirkcody's Brian Thompson. 12-11 for the man from Fife. And it's all over in one of the matches. Dalry's Jim McComb has been defeated by 21 to 3 by the Inverness Keith Mackay. And it's tight between Blantyre's Bobby Brown and Northern Aberdeen's Jim Shea. 13 to 9 the Aberdonian leads.
Just while this end opens up, we'll give you some updates on the ladies junior singles. So it's very tight between Blackford's Millie Collins and Oban's Kirsty Gargan, but Millie leads by 13 shots to 12. Abby Harris has continued to pull away from Caitlin Allen and leads by 20 shots to 7. It's all over between Jessica Young from Craigentinny and Ciara Ferguson from Wigtown, with Jessica winning there 21 shots to 4. It's all tied up between Michaela Stirling and Alana Coots at 13 each. Sightill's Hannah McDermott is pulling away from Harlow's Lucy Willocks and leads by 13 shots to 7. And in the final game on this session, Chloe Hutchison has come back and crossed East Lothian Co-op's Beth Riva and leads by 10 shots to 7.
Follow all the action here on the live stream and across at Bulls Scotland. Check out the social media channels as well. He's running after this. A little touch.
This is a public announcement. There has been a public announcement. There has been a car key found in the lost and found. A car key has been found in the lost and found. Any person that has lost a car key, please come to the main office. Thank you.
With several hundred people now checking in their pockets to see if the car key announcement was to be about them. Thankfully not affecting the players. It's still quite open here. Oh, we just wanted a little borrow off the front one.
Yeah, any contact there would have been good. Don't have an indication from the marker as to who's holding shot.
He had a little look and wasn't sure.
Camera angle makes it impossible to say, but I have to say it does look like Alan McDade holds at least one. It's a nice line coming in on this one. Just needs to make a contact on the jack and he gets the shot.
Gets
And
it the
he
right
has.
way. That was well played. Well, he trailed by 6 shots after 6 ends. He's trailing by 6 shots after 12 ends. This will be as close as he's got should he hold on. So conversely, big moment for Alan McDade.
Trying to come down the forehand side of the rink. He looked at just drop inside his own front bowls. But I don't think he's pushed it. I don't think he's sent it.
He got the line but wasn't there. And it's another good pickup. It's 3 ends in a row now won by Ian Garioch. And he closes the gap to just 4. And Colin, you have to admire the way he's fought himself just very, very slowly back into this game.
That's what you had to do, Paul. You had to just, talked about it earlier, you got to set, small targets, just, even if it's just ones you're putting on the board. The pivotal moment may have been the burnt end, to be honest. He scored every end since. So only 4 in it. I think we're into a good finish on this one.
So 1 burnt end of the previous 13, and both players won 6 ends each. Alan McDade has just scored a little bit heavier, picking up a couple of 3s and ends 4 and 5.
Yeah, it's just that run and from ends 3 to 5, the 2-3-3 that really just separates the players at the moment.
Nice improvement on his first.
Sneaks in for the shot.
Looks well played again. He just turned that over. Ah,
Goodness. That looked for all the world that he was going to lift that once, didn't it?
It's not a particularly great look for Alan McDade.
Yeah, this is the difference in the game, Paul. With Ian now playing that side, Alan had free shooting on this side before. Almost every end in both directions. It's now very much mixed up, and it's a difficult decision for him to make.
Well, he is taking his time. And he's still seeking some information.
This is maybe not the worst decision. He could have played the forehand side with, an ideal world. He would have dropped in front of the two blue balls, but the risk was he lifts one over for the shot. I think doing what he's done, he may have elected to go deep, of course, makes Ian make the shot. There's no point giving it away at this stage. Now, equally, if Ian chooses here, he could play a little bit of weight at this and take that lonely looking red ball out the head. So there's a bit of a passive shot to turn it once, but there's a much more aggressive shot to turn the shot ball right out the head. which is what he's choosing to play. None of us can see what's going on now.
Down it comes.
Contact, but unfortunately from no result.
Yeah, just a split really. But if anything, actually makes Alan's shot selection here a little bit easier.
Good afternoon and welcome to the National Centre for Bowling at Arbroath Field for Day 3 of the 2025 Bowl Scotland National Championship.
So the 1:30 match is getting underway, that being announced across. And McDade just has to ignore the PA.
To all players and teams on your journey to become national champions.
Now, has he played this? Nope, he just gets knocked on his own.
Caught in the front. Ian having a close look. If you're not sure, ask the umpire for clarification.
You're a little surprised that he played that hand and not tried to come in either just to touch his own on, or just to...
Yeah, I'm not surprised he kept off the ditch side, to be honest, because I think the risk was there for him, and if he feels he's lying the shot, then of course that was the right call to keep off it. He could have played down the tight side. You know, the balls have been getting dragged down that tight side. He could have played down there to take the blue one away or sit it himself, and maybe that's what he played. Who knows? He maybe just got caught on the high side. He's got hold of the mat, so that could suggest he's got a strong inclination that he holds shot here. It doesn't look like he's going to give that mat up easily either.
No, it doesn't. It's kind of like it's mine.
Now he's decided now that it might be.
Down it goes. So the box measure. Just trying to get the right angle.
This is close.
I think there's contact there.
Yeah, I think there's a heavy contact on the red ball.
Which should be Alan McDade's ball.
Yeah.
Yep, there it goes. You can take the mat in good conscience now.
Yeah, quite a tight measure. He must have been confident, or he's got very, very good eyes.
Turning into a pretty good contest, this.
Yeah, we said that just from probably from around the 7th end, maybe, when both players moved to this side of the rink. I think it's been much more even. The quality of the ends has been much higher, and it's a good contest. As I said, this is not over by any manner of means.
Let's give this a chance. Again, just curling away when he lines the shot.
silage, right?
This is a cracker.
Yeah, both these players have a real tussle on this hand.
Nice chance for Alan to just tuck this jack round the corner. Is he wide enough?
It looks tight, but will he nick the ball?
No, he's left himself the same chance. This will be an interesting choice of shot now from Ian. I think he'll go on the forehand side, which he has. Try and reach the red balls. Certainly gave it a chance.
Yeah, ping off that and come round.
Yeah, that's a good ball. Chance is still there for Alan, but Ian's given himself just a little bit of insurance. Equally, Alan needs to just be a bit conscious that if he does get dragged tight here again and goes across the head, he's leaving that lonely red ball again for Ian to pick out.
This is one of these really important moments. If you can move the jack across his own little nest of red balls with the blue stickers, he'd be a happy man. But as you mentioned, Colin, there's danger if he doesn't pick something up here.
He's got more chances if he's on the wide side. Yeah, the way his ball kind of swings down, even the wide blue ball may bring him down to it. He's better, it's all about weight.
What's he getting? Yeah, he's come through.
He's taken a bit of danger away, actually.
Yeah.
But you can see what Ian's looking at there, and he's thinking, can I get that jack through there for 3? I think he'll probably stick to this forehand side and arrive on the red ball. If he finishes just under, then he does have a chance at the jack. I think he's left this up the park. Yeah, he has.
Yeah, there were options, but he'll take the safe one of moving into double figures. He's taken 4 of the last 5 ends, taking himself out of an early hole.
Yeah, that's right, Paul. And this is the closest he's been since the 3rd end. So he's slowly kind of got himself back into the game.
Both these players vastly experienced. Ian Garioch's 5th time at Ayr, 3 senior singles and 1 senior fours appearance. Alan McDade, 6th time at Ayr. Very little that these two players haven't been through before.
Quite a nice opener. Plenty of room though.
Nice line. It's just going to sneak. Oh, that's close.
Again, Two much better opening balls from both players. You can also see the difference in the lines that these balls are taking. Alan's quite a distance wider with his lignoids.
Going to dip underneath here.
It's his weight more than anything that caused him a problem. This is a good line again. He'll be quite happy with that.
That was interesting. Normally, when he bowls, he's falling through and the right hand's touching the green, but he didn't go down in that same way this time.
Maybe just knew out the hand that it wasn't quite right. He can close this head right down here by drawing another close one. Give it a chance. So you can see what Alan's thinking there. He's thinking, can I arrive on that with, well, whatever weight he chooses to play and punch that one out the head for one. I think his danger is that the angles go wrong for him and he rocks the red one through the head by arriving on it tight.
Will he trust the draw? He's got this, giving it a chance.
Big effort, very close to the jack. Drew the shot, well played.
Oh,
well
nicely
played.
done. Played it beautifully, under a little bit of pressure. Not been under pressure too often in the game, but delivered when required. doesn't look overly thrilled by this. And there's the reason why, just a little bit heady. Not the worst opening bowl you'll ever see, mind.
No, not at all. He's only a couple of feet through, isn't he?
I think perhaps what he's realised is that Ian's first bowl, the quality of his first bowl has come on so much.
The quality of the game has actually improved so much.
Yeah.
Both players creating chances for themselves. Some cracking draw shots to get themselves out of trouble. Mixed up with the odd runner. So, yeah, we've got a good game on our hands.
Alan McDade getting out to an early lead. Let's not forget he did lead 10-1 after 5, so it's been a really good comeback.
Alan change his side. He's just trying to establish the position of the bowls so he can understand what's the best option for him. Another ball in the head. You saw that ball almost try and run straight the last couple of feet.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting quite that finish.
No, we've seen balls, really cut across the head coming up this way, so that was a bit unusual. See a full draw on the forehand side from Alan. An opportunity to draw a dead shot. If he's wide, he's got a chance to stop on the blue ball, and any movement on the jack is good for him. I think he's picked a good line.
He's very interested in this. Where's it going? Just resting on his own.
Yeah, he's just gone through the gap. I mean, not the easiest head to play to if you're trying to pull the jack. We've not seen many people successful on that side, all day, to be honest.
Just not going to drop, I think. He's going to just end up on the wrong side.
His weight was really good too.
It is 1 to red. So the action you see to the left hand side, just the handshakes going on between Rankin Park's Jim McAwee and Goldacre's Jim Hutchison. It's a victory for Rankin Park's Jim McAwee, 21-12. Auckland's James Rowan has lost to Campbelltown's Jimmy Anderson, 21-5. Inverness Keith Mackay has beaten Jim McComb of Dalry, 21-3. Blantyre's Bobby Brown is trailing Northern's Aberdeen's Jim Shea, who's just 2 shots away from victory, 19-13. A really good tussle on rig 4 on this A green. Sauchies Alistair C. Cowie and Kirkcaldy's Brian Thompson separated by 1 shot, 17-16 to the man from Sauchie. So in terms of the pick of the games, I think we've perhaps picked the best tie of this round to bring you. They're just underway. Cooper Jim Bryden taking on Cardonald's Robert Smith, and Mount Vernon's Graham McDougall looking to defend his title, taking on Inchinan's Ken Brown.
Moving on to the junior singles as this end starts to take a bit of shape. We're nearing the conclusion in the Kirsty Gargan and Melly Collins game. Kirsty leads by 19 shots to 17. Ralston's Abby Harris has crossed the line against Caitlin Allen from Sandy Hills, 21-8. Jessica Young, as we said the last time previously, has won her game against Ciara Ferguson, 21-4. Forrest's Alana Coots has defeated Kingswood's Michaela Sterling by 21 shots to 15, and a couple of tight tussles to finish as Lucy Willocks of Harlaw now leads Sightill's Hannah McDermott by 16 shots to 14, and nothing in the last one between Beth Riva of East Lothian Co-op and Chloe Hutchison of Linlithgow, with Chloe still holding a narrow lead at 14 shots to 13.
They'll make 4 balls all short, but it's Alan McDade who holds the shot.
You're definitely not hiding anything. I don't know what you do. I'm okay, how are you?
Clear road. This is now hard to beat. Very hard to beat.
Beautiful draw.
There's no doubt that Alan's swinging bowl will get round those front ones. It can't look good, but it's definitely on for him.
Seeking a little bit of perfection here. Doesn't find it.
Yeah, if anything,
I think he's made it worse,
hasn't
yeah.
he? But he may also have made it better, because it's maybe given him a better look at what he's trying to play.
Certainly, he's got potential depending on what Ian does here. And I don't think Ian can afford to be passive.
I think, well, as long as he picks out a reasonable line, I was about to say he picks out a reasonable line and doesn't get dragged tight, he's fine. You can see what's happened there already.
It's a bad line, but didn't do any danger. And again, you're just putting it on your opponent. So what I think he's looking at is that red ball to see if he can come through with a little bit of weight and plant it. If he doesn't try to dead draw it, the plant is there.
Dead draw or just a bit of weight to promote. There's maybe more certainty in the dead draw, but it depends how he's feeling. Give it plenty here. Is he clear? If he's clear, he's...
Oh, it was a great effort.
Yeah, but he's cut it to 1, so that's important too.
Yeah, might not get at the shot, but he'll take a little spring in the step from that. It's down to 3 shots, the lead.
Alan just needs to keep reminding himself that he's still got his nose in front here, and he's still winning. Though it might be difficult for him to feel like that at the minute, given the fact that Ian is closing in, albeit slowly.
over the last little while. I mean, Ian is actually leading 11-5. That's the way the game's gone, that 10-1 lead. It's just slowly being eaten away.
Just over the line for Alan's ball, but a nice opener all the same.
Just asking if it is 1 or 2.
Measure for shot.
But just from our angle, it obviously looks like the ball that's furthest to the right is shot, but again, just that angle.
Plenty green this time. It's picked a nice line here with very, very good weight. Well, the marker previously showed a measure and then indicated 2.
Not convinced by that. I think it might just. I thought he held up 2 blue as well. That might have been me.
I think he did.
I'm glad you saw that as well. Might be 2 blue balls, but it is the red. If you are just joining us, it is.
We'd love to see this one coming in.
Yep, here he goes. It's looking on as well.
Well, I would say that's only 1. To a lucky dip bag, and it's the 1 to red.
Spot on this time. Yeah, if you're just joining us, a little bit confusing with the red balls with the blue stickers and the sort of navy balls with the red stickers. It's just the way the game comes out, the draw. Player A plays red, player B plays blue. And that's the stickers that go on your balls.
You can see what Ian's playing here. If he can get a contact on the jack, he'll make 3. Oh, goodness.
Well, he scoots it across. Has he given it away?
Terribly unlucky if he has.
Everyone's asking for a second opinion.
She's not getting. He's indicated a measure.
It's good marking that, if in doubt. Just nothing to do with me, mate. All yours.
It's probably a wise choice. You can't get it wrong that way.
I'm all for that.
Wide enough.
The balls do come back a long way, but I think he's overcooked that slightly. He would have just loved a little touch on his own.
Umpire, I think, yeah.
The game's been going on so long, we've had a change of umpire. Either that or the Umpires Union have negotiated some really cushy rates. I'm working no more than an hour and a half.
I don't think we're going to see much of this one.
There we go.
New camera angle. One to Ian by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think that's the way it's going. It is. Well, the gap, which was at 1.9 shots, is now down to 2. As the man from Arbroath continues to cut in. The man from Yoker's lead. Does like the odd stretch as well, does he?
It's maybe just a bit of tension.
Arbroath Bowling Club sharing their club colours with the football team of the same name in the town. I don't know about the bowling club, but the football stadium can get a little bit wild weather-wise. Tails of fish flying into the stadium from the sea and all sorts of things.
It's a bit open to the elements, isn't it?
Just a touch.
Been a bit of a trait coming down this way the last couple of ends, just balls pulling up a couple of feet short.
That's another trait, really, is that Alan, who was getting in early and often, is now finding himself in a little bit of trouble after his first.
Yeah, that held a very strange line into the jack, but there's plenty of room. Is he clear?
No, it's a clump into his own.
It's a nice opportunity for Ian to put a really close one on the jack. Oh, you could see the grimace on his face when he delivered that. He just pushed it out in a wide line.
He was the polar opposite of his second.
That's had enough of the other side. It's a great recovery ball.
Just too much weight on that. That's coming through. What looked like a really good head. The man from Arbroath. All of a sudden he could lose 2 here.
Yeah, Alan will be very keen to open up that gap. If he can add a couple here, So he can add a shot here, then he'll score 2, making the match winnable in one end.
He scored 3 singles in the last 12 ends. There's a chance for a double. Can he take it?
He's picked another good line.
Short though.
Chance missed, I think.
I think we're settled in for the long haul on this one.
Yeah, it's turned into a really good game, hasn't it? I think in the early stages there we thought we might have been, sitting having lunch half an hour ago, but
Had to cancel a reservation.
well, but it's turned into a really good tussle. Both players playing some good bowls, and this could still go either way.
Not been with us for the whole match after just 5 ends. Alan McDade, you can see there in the blue jersey, led by 10 shots to 1. He went off 2-0-2-3-3.
He's got the mat up a fraction here, not too far, and he's gone. The jack must be quite close to the 2 metre mark, so this is a little bit longer than perhaps they've been. And that will come all the way back to the middle. A good reply incoming.
It's looking up, good shot. It's an interesting ball.
Yeah, I was maybe just a little bit surprised to see him change, but I guess having played it now and you look at the result, then it's closed the Alan's preferred backhand right down and forced them onto the other side. These are the type of ends that you can typically lose a count. You can go chasing down that forehand and there's big gaps. The prize, of course, is the jack if he picks it up on the way through. Sticking with a big swing. Just overplayed it again.
Wouldn't surprise me to see Ian playing a similar ball to come round, just in case.
Yeah, I think he'll stick to that forehand side. He just won't want to be short here. He's got to beat that ball, and he has.
Oh.
This could be pivotal in the context of the match.
Well, I guess Ian has the advantage of last ball, so that's why he may have decided to try and do what he did there. It's not particularly easy one. You mentioned it's kind of that sort of loose end that you can end up dropping a 3 or a 4 and all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean look, all those blue balls are to within 18 inches of the jack probably, so you know it's not particularly loose, but there's gaps, and that's what Alan will be fearful of here, is that he plays up and through and finds one of those gaps, and all of a sudden Ian's going up to draw for a full house. And he's pushed it out on that line, that'll just stay out there.
Yeah, it's not coming back. As it stands, the score is going level. What can Ian Garioch, the champion back in 2018, actually pick up a full house to take the lead?
Pick the line, just has to be good weight. I think he is. Goodness, that pulled up quickly.
It did. Well, we have a new game on our hands, 16 apiece. First one to 5 will find themselves in round 3. But from 10-1 down to level things up at 16 apiece, the momentum is moving with the man from Arbroath.
Back to much shorter jack this end. Alan's waving this down. I don't think he needs to wave it at all. We've seen that hand's just got it.
Yeah, it just comes all the way in.
For his bowls, it's just about swinging round the moon.
We've reached the 2-hour mark. Still lots of balls to come.
It's the narrowest line Alan's picked. Both players leaving this quite open as it sits. This is a nice line.
So again, waving it down, and he's drawn the shot. Well played.
Very nicely played.
looks narrow.
Gosh, held a long time.
The other 5 matches in the Gents Over 55 singles that started at noon have been completed. We'll run you through the scores and name the winners at the end of this end.
Nice line. Just wants to be up to get a shot. I think he's far enough.
Yeah, he's done it. Well, that's a very, very welcome 2 for Alan McDade. Having been pegged back, retakes the lead. 18-16. Well, elsewhere, the other 5 matches, with Rankin Park's Jim McAwee taking care of Edinburgh Goldenacres, Jim Hutchison, 21 shots to 12. Campbelltown's Jimmy Anderson continues his good run, 21-5 against Smuglin's James Rowett. As you see the score in this game, this is the final game on the green to finish. 16-18. Sockies, Alistair C. Cowie is taking Kirkcaldy's Brian Thompson out, 21-19. M&S Keith Mackay, fairly comfortable 21-3 win against Dalry's Jim McComb. And Blantyre's Bobby Brown, just always up against it against Northern Aberdeen's Jim Shea, who won by 21 shots to 16.
And a final update in the ladies' junior singles. Oban's Kirsty Gargan managed to get over the line against Blackford's Millie Collins, 21 shots to 17. And of the other 2 games which hadn't completed last time out, Lucy Willocks has made it. Lucy Willocks from Harlow has made it against Hannah McDermott from Sighthill, 21 shots to 16. And Chloe Hutchison from Linlithgow has had a good win against East Lothian Co-op's Beth Riva by 21 shots to 18. So they join the players that we previously communicated in the next round, who were Alana Coots from Forest, Jessica Young from Craigentinney, and Abby Harris from the Ralston Club.
Good opening ball for Ian Garioch.
Opting for a much shorter jack from the last time in this direction.
Well played.
And that will be the reason why. Will they hold long enough?
A whisker away.
And we'll be keen to add another. Let's give this a chance this time.
It's well
Yeah,
played.
well played.
Really well played.
He's taken a lot of danger away there as well. You know, had he failed, you know, there was maybe an opportunity for Alan to sit the ball away for the game, but that's killed that altogether.
Ian doing his best either to stay away from the dog that's getting slightly irate on the bank, or just staying away from the camera so we can keep clear. Narrower line, bit of weight.
Hold.
That's not a good result.
Just having a glance at the score there. I suppose he's got a chance, Paul. It's a brave one, but down the backhand side, just clear the red ball and turn the jack round for 3. It's a brave shot.
He's going for it. Not on that line.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure he played that with a lot of confidence.
No. He'll pick up the single. And now both players capable of closing out with one good end.
It's turned into a bit of a marathon, this one, isn't it?
It certainly is. I mean, we cancelled lunch reservations, might have to cancel dinner reservations at this rate. Well played. And some chop for his trouble as well.
Just going to dive underneath. Good receiving position though.
Just trying to match that ball.
Yeah, I'm slightly surprised at that. I thought he had, having played a cracker with his first, he's within touching distance here, so he puts another one in and he starts to ask the question. Punished badly with that one, didn't he?
Really just ran away so quickly. As he made the adjustment here. Ideally wants the red ball to fall in. That's perfectly played.
Very nicely done.
Does he run again?
Certainly on the wider side this time, but not too far away.
died quite quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, and it also couldn't have finished in a worse place for him, really, because, you know,
It's either a guide or a blocker.
well, if he'd left that open, remember he has, assuming his last delivery didn't go out the rink, which I don't think it did, then he'd have had the jack all the way back for the game. It's not on now. This is up to Ian. He may elect to put insurance cover in at the back, or just draw another. That's not an insurance cover line.
Doesn't want to hit the red ball.
Doesn't want to pair it off.
I'm sure he'll take the compliment, though.
Oh, he's looking to see if he can get through.
I mean, it's a bit of a wild shot, but it's there if he really wants it. He's got the red one onto the jack, you know, all the way through for the game. But
He would need almost the perfect result, though, wouldn't he?
yeah, it's too. I guess the caution is, if he does elect to play it, as long as he doesn't half his own out. He's back to his forehand, I think. Needs to be dead weight from there.
He's going to slip through.
Yeah, 2 shots.
And for the first time in the match, it is the man from Arbroath who leads. Not a bad time to find yourself in front.
No, and that's, you know, Ian, both of these guys are they're experienced players, and they will both have known, you know, Ian very capable of coming back, and Alan would be aware that, you know, it's never over till it's over. I think we're in for an interesting couple of ends now. Both players within touching distance. Who's going to be brave enough to play the big match-winning shot?
Could be over on this end. Could have another 3 ends to go.
Nice line. Nice weight. Just needs to run a touch further.
No chance here for Alan McDade to put the pressure on.
There's no question, Paul. This one has to be another shot. Yeah, and now the pressure mounts.
Big ball this. Is it going to run itself out?
I think he sent it. So the first opportunity for a look at the finishing line will fall to Alan McDade.
quickly has a look, see what he likes, and likes what he sees.
I'll be standing on that mat saying, "Don't be tight, don't be tight."
Do not encourage that red stickered ball over.
Definitely not tight. This is about good weight. I think he's pretty good.
Round he comes.
Indeed.
Yeah, he's played that well.
Look at that, he's left a gap as well, so the temptation for Ian will be to be up at this.
Well, whatever he does, he knows that Alan does have a ball to try and undo it. But first things first, he needs to change this situation.
I think he's over the line. It's gone.
It has, and that's a disappointing way to end. He fought back so well. He was 10-1 down, he came back to lead by 19-18, only to drop a 3. And it's Alan McDade of Yoker who gets himself through in a thrilling contest.
Thank you.
Yeah, great game from both players. They should both be proud of the way that they performed there. The second half of the game was clearly a tremendous contest with a lot of great balls played. So, yeah, a good spectacle for the sport there, certainly in the second half. And we look forward to a final this afternoon now, Paul.
Well, it really was a terrific match. The National Championships of 2025 continues. We will have the mixed pairs final for you, and that will go at 4 o'clock today. Do join us for that.
I've seen him. I've had about 8 messages telling me I was
Good afternoon and welcome to the National Centre for Bowling at Arbroath for Day 3 of the 2025 Bowl Scotland National Championships. For the 2:30 session, if the umpires have checked and passed your bowls, you may now commence your trial ends. Best wishes to all players and teams on their journey to become national champions.
Hard lines, Ian.
Thank you. I know.
Got it. I'll catch you later. I'll catch you later on. No problem. What is that, mate? Hello?
Nice to see you again.
Are you going to Smith's to eat? I think we were going for a chutney and then we maybe got to Smith's.
I kept taking looking up and
I'm watching that one. Car keys. Telly. No justice, man. You alright?
If you're driving other reason, I'm like, nah.
Alright.
It was just a bit of liquid in the morning.